Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today with your choice of tonight's video. It's going to be HGHB strategy. I'm going to do a live attack, and we're really going to split this episode into 3 portions, right? So number 1, we're going to tweak this army a little bit. Number 2, we're going to go ahead and plan the attack. Number 3, we're going to execute the attack, hopefully win. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here is remove those wall breakers, because this strategy really doesn't need wall breakers at all or jump spells. Know that sounds crazy, but that's one of the parts to its success. You have a lot of spell flexibility, extra ammo to bring towards the center of your raid. I also probably don't need cleanup, as weird as that sounds with this army, so I'm going to bring an extra hog or 2, I think. Let me just go ahead and take one more look at the base, and then we might make one more adjustment here. So this strategy was first brought to YouTube, to my knowledge, by Powerbang. I'll go ahead and link that video in the description below. There's also been great videos on this strategy by Clash Attacks with Joe and by One Hive Gazette. I'll link those as well. So let me talk you through what the game plan is going to be, then we'll talk about the army composition a little bit more in depth. So our goal with the first phase, with our healers and giants, the HG portion. By the way, the strategy is not super new, except for the fact that we are using bowlers in the clan castle, max bowlers, as opposed to previous iterations of the strategy with healers and giants only. So now we're going to go ahead and engage from the east here. We want to take out the queen as early as possible, just like a normal attack strategy. We want to be cognizant of these range damage here, the archer tower and this expo. I want to make sure I get both their attention with my giants, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a baby dragon to take out probably around here near that builder's hut there. There's no air defense that is in range of this outer perimeter over here. It makes it another reason why it makes it an ideal enter location here. You know what, guys? I think I could do better with 2 baby dragons to create the funnel in exchange for these Hog Riders, just because the funnel is really paramount to a successful raid here, especially with this strategy. The one thing you can't do is failing that funnel. The rest is going to kind of take care of itself. This is really the closest thing to a spam strategy we've seen at Town Hall 9, so obviously the downside there is spam strategies are not that fun because you can't plan them all out. The upside is they have more success generally than more precise strategies, especially when they're quote-unquote OP. So here we go, guys. Let's get this done. I'm going to go ahead and talk you through the strategy as I'm doing it here. Baby Dragon up here, and Baby Dragon, the other one will go right over here. That way, hopefully, he moves on over to that Dark Elixir pump. It looks like I placed him a little bit too far north. The Giants are on the board, immediately get these healers down. Things are probably going to work out. Okay, finally, the Baby Dragon goes towards that DE pump. As soon as that DE pump is down, I'll go ahead and deploy my King and my Queen. You can see very nice funnel here. The Giants under that heal spell are going to work through that outer wall. No need to bring those wall breakers. There's a Lava Hound in the clan castle. This is a fresh attack on this base, by the way. No scouting involved. So the Queen is down. I use my first poison on the Queen. Right now, I'm just waiting to see what path my troops take. That's why I didn't sit here and plan through the entire attack, because the AI of this attack is something that you really can't predict as well as 99% of other attacks. So as you can see right now, I use my first rage spell upon engaging the clan castle and the queen. My second rage spell is going to be right now. I'm kind of worried about all these pups right now. I used my second poison spell kind of in a crappy location there, but I'm going to trickle in the hogs. You can see what you want to do with the hogs on this strategy is really just wait to see where your troops head and then back them up with the back-end hogs or mid-raid hogs throughout the process here. So here come the rest of my hogs. Oh, and it looks to be a Tesla farm in the west here, so I'm going to enter in all the rest of my hogs just to help out. I need to make sure I take down this Tesla farm, and once that is down, it should be good to go. So, wow, things are looking pretty good at this point. The bowlers are lagging behind, but that's totally fine. They're going to help with the cleanup. The hogs largely have died. Could have been a little bit cleaner with my hog deployment there. The Tesla farm caught me a little bit off guard, to be honest with you. Didn't think there would be one in that western compartment. Should have really thought that through a little bit more there. I'm going to deploy that wizard down there on the Dark Elixir pump. And we have over a minute to go here, and the expos are down, the wizard towers are down. It looks like this is going to be a victory, fairly easy. And I made a few deployment mistakes in terms of, you know, like I said, not as clean with the hogs as I could have been, and not to make excuses, but, you know, if I had known the Tesla farm was there and that there was a lava hound in the clan castle, I would have been a little bit better with that poison spell and ready for that Tesla farm. But either way, it's going to be a success. Now, let me talk a little bit about the strategy. And by the way, guys, stay tuned to the very end of this episode, because because after this live portion of the video, I'm going to go ahead and include a replay of my second attack where I'm going to try the same strategy out. Win or fail, I'll make sure I bring it to you so we can talk about where I went wrong. So there it is, guys. 3 stars, boom. Easy, easy, easy. And I hate to say easy, easy, easy because, you know, the problem with YouTube is you only see the highlights and not the fails. But this one was genuinely pretty easy. As you can see, you know, once you get into the base, once you take care of that clan castle, as soon as you take care of that funnel, and I'd highly recommend using the baby dragons. Let's go ahead and rewatch it in double speed or 4 times speed. Baby dragons do a great job making sure that funnel is maintained. As soon as that dark elixir drill is down, I'm going to go ahead and deploy my heroes. And then again, everything's looking good here. Everything's going perfectly according to plan. I use my rage spell to help bust through that walls and take down the enemy queen. Now let me talk a little bit about the army composition overall and why it's so effective. So obviously the rage on the bowlers does a number on any base, especially these Town Hall 9 bases. For those of you who do have a account who's Town Hall 10 or 11 like myself, you guys already know the power of raged bowlers. And of course the giants do a great job at creating multiple targets, a ton of meat shield, and giants under rage, a lot of people don't remember because, you know what, it's been a while since we used giants at Town Hall 9, or at least since I have, and they do a decent amount of damage under rage, especially 12 of them hammering through those walls. That's the reason why you don't need those jump spells. I should mention that this strategy has been all the rage lately, and there's a simple reason I have not done a video on it yet, and I'll share that when I come back with my replay of my second attack. Hopefully a success. Alright guys, we are back. Now, I left off the first portion, or the second portion of this video, by explaining why I haven't done a more intricate strategy outline of this attack yet, and it's pretty simple, right? So I don't like doing strategy videos on attacks that I haven't done yet. So these are my first attacks using the strategy, and here, I did something a little bit interesting. I decided to delay my bowlers, but I delayed a little bit too long. I was worried that this compartment might have a bunch of giant bombs, double giant bombs, certainly, and then I waited a little bit too long on my bowlers, but I was able to adjust. So I'm actually happy to bring you this replay because it was definitely not picture perfect attack at all. And you can see what I did here was I deployed all my hogs pretty early, not all my hogs, but a lot of my hogs pretty early, and that was because those bowlers started to go around the base. I wanted to keep those bowlers alive, so I trickled in about half a dozen hogs or so, which I was going to use later in the raid because I wanted to make sure they could essentially tank for those bowlers. So that was my adjustment, and it actually worked out really great for me. So these hogs over here barely take down this western compartment. I hoped I had enough hogs left to take down both the east and the western big compartments there, and then I figured my bowlers and my heroes would take care of the rest. I should have used that second heal spell on that second group of hogs. Instead, I basically wasted it on my heroes there. They didn't need the heal spell, but either way, it all ends up working out in the end. That's how powerful this strategy is. Absolutely love it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun. If you want, guys, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I'll do a real intricate strategy breakdown that you're used to seeing from my channel, guys. If you want to, I'll be happy to bring that. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.